So welcome back to Tiff Talks 22. So guys, we are here today to take a look at the disappearance of Christopher Thompkins. Christopher actually disappeared in 2002 from a work site. He'd taken a job with a surveyor company, right? I'm trying to decide what I want to tell you about this story that I already know, like what's being reported. But here's the thing. Because I feel like there is some deception or just like a lack of clarity, I'm kind of like reluctant to say some of these things. But I'm gonna just say what's been in the news or what was reported when it was reported, right? He had taken a job as a surveyor. The owner of the company is said to be a friend of his mother's, who would babysit like the owner's younger child. I don't know if it was every day or occasionally or what, but she babysat for them. But yeah, your friend owns this surveyor company. My 20-year-old son needs a job here with me, because he lived with his mom. Like, sure, let me take that job, right? So he would get in his car and drive to the office, the company office, and then they would get in like work trucks and drive to certain sites or whatever, right? Like the co-workers would carpool. So allegedly, at the day of his disappearance, he was working as part of a four-man crew, all right, in a town called, was he working in Ellerslie? I don't know. It's a rural, super rural town because the area that he allegedly disappeared from was like super, like a wooded area, like along the county line, along the highway. I guess it's a highway. I'm gonna add some pictures probably at the end so you can see the area that they're saying he disappeared from. It's like a road, like a paved road. Well, it's paved now. I don't know what it was back then, because that's been what, 20 years now, 21 years now. That is horribly sad. But it's lined with wooded area trees and whatnot. So I'll throw that picture in. But yeah. So the co-workers. This is the story that the co-workers are giving. Let me tell you. Immediately when I heard it, it's like bull. But I'm gonna just tell you what they said. They said that they were walking like 50 feet or 50 yards apart, each of the four of them, and Chris was at the back of the four of them, right? So imagine that, how they're walking up the street. Is one here, one here, one here, and one at the back. So Chris was at the back. So they were walking. They looked back, and he was gone. Okay. They had gone to lunch at like 1 o'clock. They got back from lunch like around 1:30, allegedly, right? Look back, he was gone. They was like, oh, maybe he ducked off in the trees to pee or something, right? Calling his name, no response. So they allegedly looked for this man for something like 3 hours, okay? Because they didn't call his mom until about 4:15. Fun fact is that even before they called his mom or to let his mom know that he had disappeared, they said that they had been searching in the area for like those 3 hours, right? One of the workers that was a part of the team, and I don't even know for sure if the owner of the company was working with them too. I feel like he was. But whoever, one of the workers that was on that team, they did immediately call their wives. They didn't call his family, but they called the wife, who's showing up as like this Queen of Swords. So I feel like she gave them some type of direction or instruction or whatever. And then like that. But looked around for him allegedly for 3 hours. Called the mom. Mom gets the family and the crew together. The police no, he have to be disappeared. Has to have vanished. Like it has to have been at least 24 hours, right? Because who's to say he just didn't walk away? Like who would do that? First of all, but that's what they told them. So in the meantime, between time, mom and her family is like, we gonna look for Chris, right? So they looking around the area Mind you, this area where the employees said they had looked for 3 hours, but the employees didn't find nothing. So how come the family immediately found uh, some change? They found his tools that he had left behind. They found his boot, his work boot, no less. And if you've ever worn a work boot, baby, you know steel toes, or even if they're not steel toes, them things is heavy. They don't just come off, all right? But they found it, that and like a fabric that looked like it came from a piece of his clothes, like a color of his clothes, um, connected to a fence, and like some loose change there, right? But the thing is, coworkers, y'all been looking for 3 hours. Why y'all didn't find this stuff? Why did it take us to find it, right? Problem number one. Well, number three or something. So after that, the case just kind of goes cold. The police, after the 24-hour period, they do put on an appearance of, you know, employing resources to look for Chris. They brought out a bloodhound, but I was like, okay, I don't trust it, because I just don't trust it. But either way, they said the bloodhound didn't find anything which could possibly suggest that he was picked up or he was transported in a vehicle. And if you look at the area where it is, like, ain't nothing around there really. So yeah, you would probably need to be, if you moving somewhere, in a vehicle or hidden in one of the little swampy areas, one of the few swampy areas that I saw that is in that vicinity. Anyway, so time passes by, and a work boot, a homeowner finds his other work boot on their private property, near like a water pond or something that they have, right? Now, how it got there, who knows? Was it placed there, staged? Is he in the water? Who knows? Did they look? I don't know. However, I do feel like, not I do feel, what they did ultimately do was to hand the investigation over to the GBI is what it's called, like the FBI, but for Georgia. That's how I think of it anyway. I don't know if that's it, but it's like the Bureau of Investigation, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Anyway, my issue with that is, by the time they handed it over, who knows how they had fabricated cases, stories, or whatever. So hopefully GBI chose to like start from scratch with their investigation. Another little fun fact, the co-workers are like, this is what we're saying is happened. I said what I said. So you have the one co-worker who called his wife immediately, and then you have another co-worker who lawyered up immediately, and then I don't know if it's another coworker or one of those two that I just mentioned, but one of the coworkers was arrested shortly after this situation for like a violent crime, and so he's like in prison or something like that. But yeah, so that could show like propensity for murder, you know, or anything violent behavior, reactions, or whatever the case, right? So let me show you, I'm going to do something different in this way. I'm going to show you from my deck what came out first, and then I'm going to show you these, because it's really weird, y'all. I'm trying to get my logical mind out of this situation and pay more attention to what I intuitively feel, right? Not what I feel like makes sense or doesn't make sense, which of course is what I always do. But because I feel like it's a lot of little parts to this that may or that might not be known, I want to be purposeful in what it is that I share, right? Especially if it's about like the victim's character or something like that, right? But what I have seen about him was that he was a kind young man, that he may have been like a little bit naive. I feel like he may have been a bit of a mama's boy. Y'all, and take this as it resonates. I'm getting a strong energy that there may have been like either a struggle with sexuality, or not even a struggle, just bisexuality, right? But that could have been something that was hidden, as he was like from maybe a religious or traditional family. That doesn't have to be the case as far as that goes, but it was hard for me to not see it in the cards, right? Y'all, I worked on this where I was pulling cards till midnight, and I was just like, what? No, no. Am I like misinterpreting things, right? I just saw 1119. And I was like, okay. Because you know how you like stare at numbers for a long time, and then after you stare for so long, the numbers start to scramble. And I had just finished that Jevion's reading. So I was like, okay, that's enough for the night. So I went to bed, and I woke up so early today. Not on purpose, like I slept good and everything. Woke up so early today, but I was like, okay, get yourself together and get back to work, right? I came right back to it. So I have been outside trying to kind of meditate, clear my mind, etc. Looking at these cards from every which way, and it's interesting to say the least. I also feel like people may have thought, or it may have been said that, he had this job that he liked. No, I feel like the atmosphere at work was not a happy one, but we'll talk about that. Anyway, so right at the gate, right when I'm shuffling, this card flew out and by itself initially. Corrupt law enforcement or officials. So this could be literally law enforcement, which I feel like it is. So that could be people. I was gonna say it could be literal law enforcement, or just people who are in positions of authority, right? The official energy. So when it says corrupt, it could be people that are scheming, that are in the pockets of certain people, right? That have the ability to create or stage a scenario. All right. It was the first card out. I was literally gonna just clarify each of these and not do this spread. But not only would that would take forever, not forever, but it would take a long time because it's a lot of cards. I was guided to just do it this way. Now the next card out, conspiracy, multiple people. Okay, so what I feel is that maybe one person committed like the act of offense toward him. However, there are multiple people who are aware of what happened and contributed to this situation staying hidden or being hidden. Racism is a factor in this case. Rural Georgia, that's all we got to say about that. I'm not even sure if the owner of the company was black or white. He might have been white. That's why I'm reluctant to say the mother's friend, right? Because, like, maybe not. I also have the stabbed card, which could be physically being stabbed. The boot that was found, one of the boots, there was like a drop of blood on one of those boots, right? I don't remember which one. We also have the drowning card, literally, right? So that stab card could be a physical stabbing or being like betrayed by someone or something. And then drowning, literally, I don't feel it was emotionally. This is also something that took place locally in the neighborhood, and is likely where he is. But guess what I said? Somebody know what it is and need to speak up. I did clarify this particular card, ignoring the truth here. I feel like whatever was reported to the police or what's being reported to family or publicly, like police are very aware that that shit ain't true. They're very aware that it is not the truth, okay? So yeah, whatever happened to him to bring harm to him, that caused him harm, it was done intentionally. This land, the woods, the field, the ditch, the forest, very relevant to this situation, and we already know this. Listen, look at this. Someone chased this young man, which would explain his boot being on the fence. But yeah, chase, car chase or foot chase, right? So yeah, like Goosey's too. When I saw some of these, I was just like, okay, that's confirmation. We also got blunt force here, okay? Blunt force. I kind of want to clarify this, but we got traditional, like a family history of something, right? So this could be an energy of traditional, like a family history where either they have a history of things like this or orthodox. This could be a family who is religious, or they are of high honor, which is showing up in these cards, where people look at them like, oh, that's a traditional mother, father, children, happy little household family kind of issue. However, there is something about some infidelity connected to a situation here. All right. And listen, y'all, I was like, could that be infidelity? Like someone feels like there was a betrayal or a lack of loyalty in a work relationship. And I really don't feel like that's the case, but it could well be. We'll see. We also have rejected. Okay. I feel like, just based on some of the clarity and the clarifying that I've been doing, I feel like something was said or presented to Chris, and he was like, oh, that's unacceptable, or something like that. So that's what I feel like. But whoever he was dealing with either had an ego or wanted to do things their way. But yeah, it feels like either an idea was rejected or someone's actions, right? Or proposed or planned or intended actions was rejected. I just saw 1818 on the clock. You know, 18's, the number 18 is synonymous to the moon in the tarot deck, which is about secrecy, hidden behaviors, hidden things that are hidden, period, right? We also have the card of abduction, kidnapping, or lured. Quite likely just the abduction is relevant there. Kidnapping still. I don't feel like lured is the case in this situation. I do feel like release this, let it go. Yeah, that could be a couple of things. This could be like people saying whatever it is that you are concerned about, don't worry about it. It's not important. Or don't pursue this. Or don't try to expose this. Or don't look into this. Or don't tell anybody this. Whatever the case. Also, the perpetrator is a familiar face. It's an acquainted stranger. So someone that he felt like he knew. Like he was familiar with them. But not someone that they would necessarily be like, we like family. Right? A familiar face, an acquainted stranger. So that could be any of the co-workers, the people that he was around. Now this one, petty revenge in love. Now that's where I was like, okay, we got to dig, because how is this coming out? And I questioned it like repeatedly, and going through like clarifying this particular card, and it's not necessarily like someone that he was dealing with. But it's kind of like, let me give you this example. Say someone is a cheater, which I feel like that's the case here. Someone is a cheater, but someone is not into them being a cheater, right? That's one example. And so it's like, I'm gonna tell your spouse, right? Something like that. Or say someone flirted with someone, or they noticed someone else's attractiveness and they tell somebody about that, but it turns out that the person that they tell is friends with the person's spouse. So they go back and tell the spouse, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna get that ass, right? Like, don't look at my wife or my husband or whatever the case, right? So it's like petty revenge in matters of the heart in that way. It's not like, you cheating on me, I'm mad, I'm gonna get you. Like, it's not like that. It's not like that. But let's get into what it is like. All right, let's get into it. Let me show you these. So guys, from the get-go, at the start of this, the starting situation, we have despair and poverty. Despair, of course, is a card of like really challenging energy. It can be something that's happening that has you feeling like kind of hopeless. So that can range from anything from Job loss to just being overwhelmed, exhausted, overexerted, tired. Job loss, not being able to find a job. Look at that. I'm telling you. The Three of Swords here with the Two of Wands. Thinking about the future in a situation. Wanting to find something to do, to put a skill or effort into that you love, that you enjoy, that you find fulfilling. What is this conflict though? Okay. So here we have this Five of Wands, this energy of either conflict or competition, right? But I feel like this is more like an energy of conflict because you got the Hangman and the Sun card. So it's like some type of obstacle or delay here with the sun shining on it and you getting this new opportunity. So I feel like this. I feel like the opportunity that he had to work where he was working, it wasn't what he wanted to do. But it was like something is better than nothing almost. And he was hoping that like in the future is something that would lead to like more success for him. This was like well, we know these people, or I know this person that I'm connected, that we're connected to. So fine, I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I take the opportunity. It's like some type of stability, so that'll work, right? Is that kind of energy. But I feel like what he realized was like that the pay didn't match. Yeah, the pay didn't match either the effort that was put in, because here you are with the Queen of Swords and this Five of Coins, but also the Ace of Wands here. So the Ace of Wands is a card of action, and that Five of Coins can either be like this energy here of poverty or just fear of not having enough. I feel like I don't know if he was saving up for a particular thing or just wanted to stack some money. But it was just like, oh, either this gonna take forever, or yeah, this money ain't what it should be. Like somebody felt like there was some type of manipulation. I don't know what the date was when he disappeared. But yeah, it's like someone seeing or realizing something about this job or about the dynamic at the job, right? Yeah, that was a problem. That was a problem. So see here, we have this Seven of Swords with the Two Swords and the Page of Wands. This most definitely is a card of deception. It could be thievery. Someone stealing your energy, your time, your money even. Someone lying, being deceptive here. And who do we have that this is connected to? We have a King and Queen of Wands. So that's someone in partnership here. That's someone in partnership here. Okay? But also here we have the Magician card with that Ten of Swords and the Three of Wands. So it's like somebody feels like they're either being manipulated or they trying to move forward, but they feel like defeated in this sense, when they may be feeling like it's time to close the door on a chapter, walk away, or do something different. So what I kind of felt like was, because the Queen of Swords most definitely can be a conversation being had, right? A tough conversation. I feel like Christopher may have had a conversation with someone, and I don't feel like it was complaining about the job. Yeah. But I feel like it was either like expressing a plan, like I'm not staying here for long, or I'm not gonna do this job forever, right? Or yeah, there was something like that. Cause like, look, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, or a lot of effort, or something that was exhausting, but it just wasn't worth the situation. So I'm gonna have to be out of it. I'm gonna have to get out of it. This partnership, but I don't know who he told. This Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. This could be someone like a mother figure, or just a sibling, or someone who is just a kind, loving, compassionate, nurturing energy. But whatever his assessment was, I think of this person, like this is somebody that he thought fondly of, right? He may have thought this person was a Christian, or was just kind, or was nice, or whatever the case. He was a little bit naive about this person, because here we are, somebody in this Five of Swords energy, right? Where they either want to take advantage of you, or they are trying to manipulate you in some way. What's this Five of Swords? Yeah. Look, you got the Justice card with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands. So this also, yeah, is an energy of revenge or get back. But with the Justice card and the Eight of Wands, it's like, let me fix a situation or balance a situation. This could be to have someone disappear, or to keep someone from disappearing. But whatever it is, that Five of Wands, there's a conflict. There is some type of conflict or change. Like, I would like to keep you from leaving, right? So that could have come with this Page of Pentacles, offering someone a new opportunity, or a position, or some money. But guess what? He was met with this energy. He was met with this energy, that King of Wands energy, with the Ten of Coins. So listen, this could have been a payment argument, a money argument. Did I say Ten of Wands? I meant Ten of Coins. King of Wands and the Ten of Coins, facing this Page of Pentacles. So whatever this opportunity is, or this request for some type of funds or stability here, he was met with this King of Wands energy. Where it was probably received in a way that was like, oh, okay, it's fine. However, like in a movie, it would be like someone in their head, we'll see about that kind of energy, right? Because look, how can I create this obstacle or delay here? Without having to either be out of more money. How can I, with this Seven of Coins energy, make this favorable for me? What's this Seven of Coins right here? Yeah. I swear I kept thinking, bury this situation. And I'm clarifying the Seven of Coins here. I said bury this because you see he's standing there with a shovel. But this Seven of Coins is stealing, is the energy of getting away with something. Something you think you're going to use against me. I'm gonna pick those swords up. These swords could be words, something you were going to say, something you were going to share. I'm going to pick those swords up and walk away with it so you can't use them against me. That kind of energy. And then, yeah, I'm going to be a little sad about that and disappointed about how that had to go. But probably not for long. Exactly, because I'm going to move the freak on. Okay. So, this sucks. Just right from the beginning. So, what is a fact? Here, we have this mature woman and the official person. The mature woman can be a female figure. It could be someone that you get advice from that you are related to, or that you just kind of hold to like a certain amount, a degree of respect. Who is this mature woman? I also, it's a number 6. In traditional tarot, guess what the number 6 would be? The Lover's card. In some situations, with this particular card, she is like the other woman in this deck, okay? So, yeah. So the mature woman here, I want to look up what the books say they are. The mature woman here is, like I said, a female energy, an authority figure, an executive, a guide, or a teacher. So I feel like it's the owner's wife, perhaps. This could be someone who is a stay-at-home or someone who builds the home in some way. They give their energy to the home. And either they have like a history of stability here, but she may be connected to somebody, or she may be the one that has this anger issue, this impulsive energy. But also that King of Wands connected to the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who kind of may have a temper, may not be able to control their temper, or this could be someone who is like a playboy, a player, right? And then we have the official person. The official person could most definitely be someone who wears a uniform. It could also be a soulmate energy. So yeah, whoever this feminine energy is, she's connected to this official person who may be in some way connected to law or law enforcement or the courts or the judiciary system there. So this could be, listen, like I'm gonna sue you or something like that. Or, yeah, there was something here that was said, but it was said to the wrong person because this person has some type of connections that either concerns them that you were going to say this, or you should be concerned about the connections that they have. It's like, oh, this person's going to run off and do this thing, or this person, yeah. Yeah, that Knight of Wands, somebody like did something that put Chris on a defense in some way that made him like need to run. Okay? It made him need to run as a sense of like defense. Trying to put some boundaries between him and someone. But I feel like no. Whoever this was super focused on catching up to him. And maybe even administering some type of justice, restoring some type of balance here in the situation. Or I say restoring balance. No, it was imbalance, but it would have been in their favor. Absolutely. Yeah. So here it is. Whatever this is that you are going to give your energy to, Not only have I slowed you down, you won't be talking now, right? Because we have this Knight of Swords. Something was quickly handled or addressed. Knight of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I really feel like there was a sense of dissatisfaction. That Knight of Swords too can also be a boss who's like kind of a slave driver, hard ass, right? There was a lot of dissatisfaction with the job that he had or the job that he was doing. It could be that he felt he deserved better or more, but someone that he worked with or and possibly worked for was not okay with that. Okay, this is where he felt like he made a mistake. Okay, you got the toil and labor card. The toil and labor card, y'all. In the guidebook, this card is associated with really hard freaking work. All right, this is associated with dangerous work. It's associated with overexertion. It's associated with exhaustion through work. It's associated with doing something out of necessity, a job out of necessity, not because you want to, right? And it's just like really miserable employment, but it's like something is better than nothing, right? And then you have here this courtship energy. So this with the toil and labor, it could be for sure an energy of like a workplace romance, but it's like y'all like having me here more than I like being here. Is that kind of energy? Or it could look, the first card out is the Queen of Cups. Hold on, that in the World card. So here we have the Nine of Coins with that Six of Cups. So this may be like a desire to slow down, hoping that something gets better in the future. Like hoping that, okay, if I work hard enough, it's going to pay off. Listen, and this could also, listen. That Nine of Coins plus the Six of Cups. Clarifying it. This could also be like the energy of a behavior that someone has been in or held for a long time. But it's like a negative or toxic behavior. Could be a lustful behavior as well of someone who is young or younger, right? Whose behavior would that be? The King of Swords, the Empress, and who is either the Empress and the Queen of Wands being the same person or two different people, right? So, however, there was a sense of secrecy here that someone may have been afraid was going to be revealed or something that was revealed about a situation. I'm telling you. So I don't know if he told about someone's infidelity. Yep. And I don't know if he told someone directly or he told someone who was connected to the other person. I'm telling you. Like it could just be so many scenarios, but look at the bottom of the deck. That, and when I said, if he told, yes. And it's like, okay, and I'm finding out that that's what you're doing. So you, ooh, gooses. So when you said something or you said something to someone that you thought was not going to run and tell that, but they did, right? And it's a problem that you either know it or you're telling someone, all right? So here, the opportunity, the chance that you guys have, like as y'all's reading, you have the high honor card and the wealthy man. So this is the wealthy man, the businessman, the business owner, the king of pentacles, as well as the high honor card. So this is someone who sees. Hold on. Yeah. So, like I said, if there's some type of familiarity, like I want to be able to do better, I want to be able to acquire, right? Or I want to do well like this person. Like, yeah, if they say I'm gonna make money, then yeah, I would like to do what they're doing. But this is someone like you have an opportunity if you move forward and you put in the effort and the work, you have an opportunity to be like me, right? To be this person of high honor. High honor also, again, can be someone who has served in the military, someone who wears a uniform, who is like in either like law enforcement or first responder, fire person even, a businessman, because this King of Pentacles energy with the wealthy man here, right? Like somebody who does well for themselves, who has this traditional appearance. However, there were some things about this person that are hidden that you may not have known. Had you have known, you probably would not have looked at this person with such high honor. However, in working with this person, it's like, oh, okay, I see now who this person is or how this person is, and my perspective has shifted about this person, and it's concerning. It's concerning. And it may be something that I don't want to be a part of as well. Or, yeah, I don't want to be like this person is what I'm seeing. Yeah, because something about this person is disappointing as heck. So, yeah, here we have this thing. This is something that was revealed here. Where it's like, yeah, I don't really want no part to that. So there's the energy of what it is that you thought it was, the desire that you had, what it is that you thought it was, what you are made aware of it actually being something not so great. Because now you see like what type of person this person is. And it's like, yeah, something I thought was going to be a happy opportunity. I am not happy in this situation because of what's been exposed, what's been revealed. And I want out. I want out. Okay. So the next card here is the courthouse, right? This is something that you shouldn't rely on, right? What is not going to help change this situation is the courthouse. What is the courthouse? That could be a lawyer. That could be anything to do with the judiciary system. Courts, warrants, tickets, lawyers, judges, whatever the case, right? These people, protective orders even. Yeah. So this is someone who, with that emperor, someone who is large and in charge. And with that Eight of Swords, there's an energy of control about them. But someone is so naive, they didn't really know that. It's like you either didn't know the people that it makes me think of like Diddy. At one point, I remember I did his reading, and I was saying this man got like judges, politicians. Like this person got all these people in his corner, high up businessmen, that type of thing. Is given that. So if you saying like I'm gonna sue you for this, or I'm gonna tell about this or that, right? It's like you have no idea who you're messing with. That kind of energy. Yeah, like whatever it is you think you're gonna do in the courts, it's more of a hopeless situation. You will not be successful. You can't fight me or this. It won't go anywhere. It won't work out in your favor is the ending card here. So I'm telling you, whoever this person is, and I'm feeling like the business owners who we're talking about here, but they got people. They got people. And so what would have been helpful for him, what he should have did, is that imprisonment card. Should have kept it in your head. Shouldn't have mentioned it. Shouldn't have shared this information. Yep. Shouldn't have told anybody. So I don't know if, because there we go with that Queen of Pentacles as well. And the Hierophant. So this is like that traditional energy. This is like that mother figure. This is like that religious energy. So I don't know if he told his mom something or gave his mom an opinion. Or let her know that he wasn't happy with the job. And you know how people do, especially, oh Lord, I have to tell my mama, like, Mama, this won't be nobody else's business, right? I don't even care. Like, don't have this conversation with none of your friends. Like, I really have to tell that, especially now, y'all. She up there. But, yeah, I don't know. This could be something that was said or revealed to the wrong person. And yeah, here you are thinking this is your friend or somebody that would support you. But you're not knowing they at the job in this energy. This the energy they don't show. So somebody said something and it's like, oh, wait just a minute. I'm gonna have to take action because of what it is you said, or what it is you said I don't like, so it's gonna be a problem. So I definitely feel like there's an energy here of I just should have kept it to myself, or I shouldn't have even taken this job to begin with. Because yeah, I'm defenseless against whatever this situation is that this person is able to or has the ability to get away with. Okay? And make it look like something else. And I can't defend against that. So this is like catastrophic. That's 7. Yeah, it's an energy. Like, I should have just kept it in my head. Should have just thought about it and moved on. Should have said nothing. That kind of energy. Because, why? What is not helpful now? You see it? The sudden wealth and the marriage card. The marriage card is about partnerships, relationships. It could be your relationship to your job, or it could be a relationship or connection you thought you had with somebody and the sudden wealth of it. Feeling like it doesn't matter that I had this connection, I had this relationship. It's not anything that's beneficial to me at this time, right? That kind of energy. And then in the end, I asked, would there be justice in this case? Y'all, it's already been 21 years. We can hope for the best, and I'm hoping for the best. But we definitely got cards that would be yes cards with the main female and the Great Fortune card. But I was like, okay, how will that come about? Because you also have here the message of concern. So that I feel like someone may share some information after something else. Yeah, you see how that popped up? After something else occurs, okay? So what is that after that something else occurs? Child. Child, is you waiting for the sun to go down? Waiting for somebody to either go away or waiting to not be in a connection with this person anymore? Because I strongly feel like there's a female, and it may well be the wife that was called, even if she's aware. I'm gonna just say it that way. She's aware. And so yeah, somebody is waiting until either somebody is no longer here, or they're no longer attached to this somebody. Because, yeah, there's like a lot of fear connected to this. And I guess rightfully so, right? Because whoever this is someone who is a person of power, a person of authority. And it starts with whoever those 3 people were that were at the job with Christopher, Carlton, Thompkins. So I'm praying for justice for the family. I know they looked in that area. They combed the area. But I wonder if they looked in that water. Probably not, because of the type of place or water that it is. Like if it was like swampy. And this was in January, I think. So it was kind of cold outside. But yeah, I saw quite a few narratives where it was like he could have been having like a psychotic episode. No, the freak he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I saw something else that said he may have been using drugs. What? No, he wasn't. Right? He might have hit the weed, but if he did, that's not this. Right? That's not enough to create this. Like he had a psychotic episode and ran off. Not from just hitting the weed. So heartbreak place, lost love, grief. We also got the cemetery. Did I show you that for a long time? For a long enough time? The cemetery, resting place, memorial stones. Let's see. Secluded, retreated, remote. Danger lurks, ominous shadows, treacherous paths. So yeah, I do feel like he ran away from something. I do feel like he was being chased or threatened. And I feel like it's from his co-workers. So also where they say, I don't know where they went for lunch, but where they listen, you wasn't looking for 3 hours and you weren't able to find his stuff and his family found it quickly. That just wasn't happening, okay? That was just deceptive from the beginning. But they may have, well, a reason to be deceptive. Obviously they do, because they were likely either under threat or complicit, right, to somebody who is pretty powerful. But yeah, I hope this is helpful, guys.